What's up, everybody? It's me! Well, sort of. Wait, where am I? How come I can't see myself? Honestly, this was done on purpose, believe it or not. I did this so that you guys could kind of bask in the ambience of this nice animated background. What's up, everybody? I'm actually here just chilling. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything is good. Once I get some thumbs up, we'll go ahead and keep on with the keeping on. I've got this on extra low latency, which should give us like really quick responses. And to be honest with you, it's actually surprising how fast it's happening. So, welcome to the October 2019 Gamebreak. I broke out the green screen. I still need to work out some camera and some depth stuff because I'm like in this little box, and like as soon as I reach out to this, and there's some lighting issues too. So you can probably see like when I move, like it changes. You can see. We'll figure it out, or we won't. So I actually had Drex downstairs. Reese is home for a little bit longer, so whoa, I'm all grayed out. Am I still all grayed out? I shouldn't be all grayed out. I don't know. Who knows? It's the light. It's the light. See, and if I mess with it too much, if I warm myself up, it's a little better. It's a little, got a little color in the skin there. Got a little color in the skin. Like I said, it's a work in progress. I haven't used the green screen for over a month due to the dog being here, and he was really wigging out about it being down, so I made sure he went downstairs with Reese. So let's see here. I've succeeded in my bargaining. Oh, so you get to stay a little longer. That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is actually a recycled background from last year. I did nothing but change from October 2018 to 2019. And then I actually changed the camera's perspective a little bit because I didn't have a green screen last year. But what's up, everybody? I just want to say real quick, I'm going to acknowledge and chat with all of you once I get through my list. So the list is really short. I don't have a ton of stuff. Most of you that are here hang out on the streams every single day. And I got to be honest, like I don't have a lot of new stuff. But there is some details to stuff you've already kind of heard about. And you might be interested in it. So first of all, like I gotta say, like welcome back. It's always a pleasure to host you guys and hang out. I know that I got Twitch going right now too, and I got the chat right in front of me. So if anybody even comments, I should see it, which is kind of a change because I normally can't see it. It's normally over there. But we've been slowly growing. Like we're still slowly moving. Our audience for live streams is kind of still about the same as it always is. We seem to get a couple new people, and then some things come up for some regulars, and they're not able to come up and stream and view the streams as often, and that's okay. But we're building a base. We've got a nice core family, if you will, and it's always fun hanging out. And you know, we're gonna get to some newer and different games beyond the streams, and hopefully some uploaded videos soon. We're gonna talk a little bit about that today, but. Yeah, things are changing. Things are changing. You know, we're actually, like I said, we're growing, but it's slower. We used to get like 1,500, 1,000 subs in a 30-day period. Now we're at like 750. So things have slowed. Obviously, like Loki was saying in the chat before the stream started, there's not a ton of stuff happening right now in our world, really, right? Like Lego is kind of our niche. We certainly get a lot more traffic and you know, interest in the Lego based stuff. And, you know, we kind of left doing the Lego you know, speed builds and stuff behind because you guys didn't seem to be interested in that, and the unboxings and stuff like that. So we've been really solely relying on the Lego games. And I see you, Harry. What's up, man, behind the camera? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. And happy Halloween to you and all of yours. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I don't know. You're a little ahead of me, so it's probably already trick-or-treat time right now, or is right now anyways. We're not quite there. It's still light outside. I guess it's a safe time to do it, but not quite. But anyway, so, you know, we got some things that you guys have been requesting. I got a community page on the YouTubes that I've been asking some questions about games you'd like to see and things like that. What you guys don't know is that Gary's actually working on a secret project. Nick was working on one, but some things have come up, so I'll get back to you on that one. And I had a nice conversation with somebody else today that looks like they might be possibly joining the team as well. So that's awesome. Like I was telling the story earlier, like I've never really had Happy Thumbs running at full capacity. Like there's so many things like what we're doing now, like how we're functioning and staying afloat in today's, you know, YouTube world. It's not at all what we originally envisioned. And I hope to someday get to some of that. But I mean, it's much bigger and awesomer than just some YouTube videos. You know, hopes and dreams of all sorts of things, from like camps to like boys and girl club type establishments that we provide and have turned. Dude, there's all sorts of stuff. You know, with my wife being a teacher and having high ambitions of maybe having her own school someday. You know, we've talked a lot about all sorts of stuff. But anyways, really, I just want to say thank you to all you guys for your support, and of course, you know, for watching our content, helping us stay alive right now, because we don't have new games coming out that meet the Happy Thumbs kind of method, you know, or our formula, so to speak, like collectibles but we do have a few games and a few things coming down the pipe. Some of it you're going to be like, I would never play that, but you might see some videos and go, you know what, I might play that. That's kind of how I was on some of this. And you know, things are changing. Like I said, you've heard that a lot. If you've been to our website, HappyThumbsGaming.com lately, you've seen that as well. In fact, I'll just go ahead and jump into that right now. So change is coming. This is actually what you see right now. There is no website. There's no trophy achievement guides. There's nothing available. This is all you see is just a white page with a logo. So what does this mean? Why is this happening? So if you don't know the story, about 2 weeks ago, I had an issue with the code, the actual language that the website is ran off of. It's PHP is the main. I mean, there's some JavaScript and some other things in there too, but PHP is the main language. Basically, there's all these new versions, and without getting really technical, essentially, the main theme that I'm using that allows my website to function how it has been, it's no longer supported, no longer works, and all of the new PHP is too fancy for it. So it doesn't know how to handle that, and I've been having to pay $8 a month to use this old code. But the newest update for WordPress made that doesn't even work anymore at all. So I'm paying $8 a month for something I can't even. So I got to switch that, and I'm gonna get a new theme. It's gonna come back. It's gonna look beautiful. And I'm hoping that the new theme just like slaps on there and everything goes as planned. It might require a complete rebuild, which if I have to do that, we're going to lose a lot of the reviews and the earlier stuff that we did, unfortunately. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. There are ways to back some of it up and then incorporate that into the new version of it, but it's really complicated, time consuming, and I don't know that I have that, nor do I want to pay somebody to do it. So we'll see how it works, but change is coming. So new website. Now with this new website, I've actually handed our logo off to a childhood friend of mine who's worked for Nike and Disney and all sorts of other places, creating stuff, graphics, marketing pieces, all. So I just said, hey, look, here's my logo. Do something with it, like, something, like modernize it, make it cool. So he said, oh, as soon as he said, he goes, oh, this is great. Oh, this will be easy. So I don't know what his mind saw and how he'll respond with it, but the logo may get a little bit of a facelift. He told me he's been working 50 to 60 hour weeks. He was doing this out of the kindness of his heart. So it's not going to be a paid project, nothing that we would see right away. It's been about 2 weeks since we talked. So I'm going to touch base with him this weekend and just say, hey, what's up? And see where we're at with that. Basically, as soon as I get that logo back from him, I should be able to implement that into the new website theme and then continue that. So hopefully the website will be up before the holidays. So I would like to say before the end of November, it'll be back and everything should be good to go. If I have to go back and copy a bunch of the code and the guides and then like redo them from scratch, it might be a little bit longer. But the good news is I got Gary, HTG Gary, got a crash course in WordPress about 4 months ago, and he is very on it and will be able to help me in a lot of ways, and other stuff. So the website should be coming back better, stronger, and ever. So, but the thing is though, too, there's going to be some different representation. So I think, although it's still going to be HappyThumbsGaming.com, I think it's going to be labeled Happy Thumbs Gaming Incorporated or Inc. The reason is because we've got some ideas, and I can't really talk about some of them. One of them is HTG TV. You guys already know about it. It currently exists. There are bigger plans for it, and there's real potential for people, maybe even you, to be a part of that and help out. So here's what we're thinking. Here's basically where we're at. As soon as the site goes back, you're going to see the changes. You're going to see, a whole section for Happy Thumbs. You're going to see a whole section for Happy Thumbs Gaming TV. And you're going to see, potentially a podcast. You guys have actually requested, maybe not you specifically, but a handful of you over the years have requested a podcast. And so we started talking about it, and Nick is really good at conversing, and I'm pretty okay too. And so between he and I, and then like some guest speakers, and some other concepts involved, and a little crash course from a guy who does this for a living, we're thinking about bringing a podcast. So this would be like a once a month thing, and if it really catches on, we would maybe do it more frequently. But that's definitely something that we're talking about. So and the reason for a lot of this change too, like for example, you've noticed that we've got teen games on HTG. Like for example, Stranger Things 3, that was a teen game. It was pretty mild, pretty easy going, right? But it is a teen rated game, and you're going to see more things like that. You're going to see Apex Legends every once in a while on the channel. You're going to maybe see some other stuff too, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe even some Call of Duty, which is a mature title, but depending on how we spin it, it won't necessarily be mature content. Like, it's still a shooter, but you guys are used to shooters, and that's not really, a negative thing at this point. But, hey, look at that. HappyThumbsGaming's live right now. We better stop what we're doing and go watch. That was a delayed reaction. Like, I'm just now getting that. That's 10 minutes late. Y'all are 10 minutes late. Speaking of which, let's blast that out to Twitter real quick, too. So, because of the reason that we're adding this stuff is because YouTube has changed their policy on family-friendly or kids-based channels. If we fall into the kids-based channel, basically, it's over. I don't know how else to say it. We don't have enough support on Patreon, nor am I going to beg or plead for that. But basically, if we get locked into the corner as a kids channel, right now we're family friendly, all ages, but if we get locked in as a kids channel in YouTube's playbook, that means no notifications will go out for even if you're subbed, even if you're notified, no notification. This is what they're telling us. I've got emails directly from YouTube warning me, saying, hey, in 4 months, now it's actually next month. It's been 3.5 months already. So next month, it'll probably be more like January when they really roll it out. But as it sits, we're preparing for it. So we've been bringing some more mature games. Not mature, really, but like, growner, bigger games, so that we don't get classified as specifically for kids. Like, our commentary is still going to be family friendly. You're not going to hear me cussing up a storm or anything like that. Everybody who joins with me is going to be on their best behavior too, unless we're on the mature channel side, unless we're on HTG TV, and that's what that's for. So, anyways, lots of stuff coming. When the website does roll out too, there will be a new contact form. It'll be specific for you guys who have any interest in volunteering. There's going to be like tons of verbiage. Like, basically they're volunteer positions, but they come with expectations, and that's for both sides. That's I'm going to have expectations of the volunteers, and they should have expectations of me. From things for like, supporting, having their back, making sure that we listen to their ideas. And although, I mean, we can't do everything, and some of the ideas are not going to be pertinent or related or maybe too much for our channel. So there's going to be, but we want to include, and we want to be able to provide, like, maybe potentially games that we get from developers that you guys could review and then post reviews on our website. Game guides. Maybe there's a guide that you've always wanted to do, or something you need help with, and that maybe you wanted to jump in and actually write one for us. So we got lots of stuff like that. So opportunity is coming too, and I know a few of you have expressed interest in that. In fact, today I had a nice little side chat shortly after the stream for about 20-30 minutes, and this person really was like, look, I'm in if you need me for whatever, and this could, eventually lead to like maybe doing videos and stuff too. Like, some of the video stuff requires computers, money, capture cards, time. So there's lots of steps, lots of phases, lots of places, and if you want to, there might be a home for you. So the goal is to definitely get a team and have, potentially Gary and Nick kind of managing 2 different groups, and then, the podcast would be involved. So there's different levels of volunteering, right? Some of you just want to play and are available to play. That's awesome. Some of you want to write guides. Awesome. Some of you want to write reviews. Awesome. Some of you want to regurgitate or recycle the information I get from, developers and PR groups. Because I get emails. I get probably 20 emails. I mean, that's probably an understatement. 20 emails a day from like different games, PR groups. Most of them are mobile or indie games or alpha info. Some of it's product information. We don't get as many products anymore. I think we've kind of fallen out of that because we stopped doing them. I'm hoping that Warner Brothers ramps it up and sends us a big package when Lego Star Wars comes out, and then stuff keeps rolling out. We're certainly growing. We're certainly doing stuff. We're certainly keeping things alive. And it'd be awesome to do like live streams of unboxings. Like I've always done like edited, it'd be cool to do live stream unboxings. But, so yeah, YouTube's changing, team games, and maybe some mild mature games, stuff that we will monitor. And of course, we want to keep everybody happy, right? So the big boy, big girl stuff will be over on HTG TV, but you might see a Call of Duty Blackout stream or something one day. You might. I'm just saying, like, you never know. And depending on how the feedback is from you guys, whether there's 10 views or 10,000 views, whether there's 1 like or 1,000 likes. I mean, whatever it is, we'll figure it out and we'll progress or degress from there. So, yes. So website, all that stuff soon. Thank you for understanding and your patience. Sorry the guides are down right now. I don't know how many of you actually use the guides. Let me know in the chat if you guys actually still read the guides or you just specifically wait for the videos. I think a lot of you use the guides if the videos haven't been done yet, but if the videos are available, you prefer those. I don't know. That's stuff that like is to each their own, right? What do you guys think of my pumpkin? Is it cool? Does it kind of emulate a flickering pumpkin? Like I said, I made this last year. I didn't spend a ton of time on it. I have some keyframing, stuff. Like there's the werewolf popping up too. I don't know. I thought it was fun. The witch going back and forth, maybe a little bit. But let's see here. All right. So next up on my list, we had a little celebratory moment, and the celebratory moment came with a celebratory moment actually. So. I don't know if you guys were around for this. This was a couple weeks back, or actually about 10 days ago, something like that. I had some help with some friends that were there and experienced it with me, but I actually unlocked my 100th platinum. I didn't do anything really special for this. I just wanted to kind of honor this. And like I said, this celebratory moment kind of had a celebratory moment too. And although that particular part isn't captured right here, I did want to acknowledge it and also share it with you guys. So first of all, yay, Brian got his 100th platinum, and I did it with Tyler in the room, so he got to see it. And then we had a little conversation about me getting 200 platinums before him, and it's probably not gonna happen. But anyway, so you can see here, the last thing I needed to do in Burnout Paradise Remastered was find all of the car parks. I'm pulling into the final car park right here, and shortly after I get in there, I get the car park trophy, and then I get the platinum. It's coming right now. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I get a bling? Boom. I was starting to wonder. Maybe it wasn't the last car park, but there it is. So I got it. Now the celebratory moment for getting that was awesome. 100th platinum. Most of my platinums are actually pretty grindy, big game platinums, kind of like Burnout or something even bigger. Some of them. I've got 10 or 12 now, 14 of them actually, because we've done 14 easy platinums. 14 of them are easy platinums. Most of them are pretty hardcore games, and I'm pretty proud of that platinum list. So, anyways, it was nice. Now, the celebratory moment that happened because of my 100th platinum was actually due to one of our streamers, or one of our viewers, who will probably be joining us in some streams soon, and that's Gray to Grave. So, I just want to say big thanks to Gray. He showed up and dropped a $100 super chat for my 100th platinum. Like, that's so kind and courteous. I just wanted to acknowledge that again. I know I almost I almost broke into tears when you dropped it. Like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And you've done that a couple other times. So I really appreciate, a lot of you have been showing a lot of love with the super chats. Some of you have been actually behind the scenes dropping some stuff too. I see you, and I really appreciate it. You guys have no idea what that does for us. Like, I hate to sit here and try to complain because I really love what I do and I love hanging with you guys. But at the end of the day, I don't make very much money. And it's, there are some months where it's kind of like questionable, like whether I can keep doing this. And so those kind of contributions that come out of nowhere, they really do help. Like really do. So I really appreciate that. And the goal here is to get larger. And as we get larger, in theory, there will be more streams, more areas of revenue. And when that happens, those people who are there contributing are going to be compensated for it. So again, we're gonna have some people helping and doing some stuff, but the goal is, when I say Patreon's there and stuff, like I don't want you guys to like go broke, supporting me. That's not what I'm asking for. It's if we've helped you and you like what we do and you do have some extra, boom, that's what it's for, and it does help this show go on, as they like to say. So 100th platinum, thank you so much, Gray. That's awesome. So that's basically like the new news. I do have some other stuff. I mean, obviously, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga is still rolling. It is happening. There will be a video released shortly after this Gamebreak goes live too, or once it's done. Not once it's live. Once it's live for you to view later. So yeah, expected that. I'm gonna try to ramp stuff up on this. Every month, towards the end of the month, things just get hectic, and then I've got to prepare the stuff for the Gamebreak. And even though there's not a lot here, if you guys remember 2 weeks ago, I actually cleared my entire Streamlabs online broadcast system memory. Like I wiped it clean and started from scratch. So I had to rebuild all of it, all the layers, all the buttons to the Stream Deck, and I've actually been really having connectivity issues with my light too. So I've been trouble. So there's just basically a lot of stuff going on. But I'm gonna try to like kick her in the tail and get this done in like the next 30 to 45 days. I'm halfway through free play. There's still 18 more levels left of that, and then I have 36 levels of the blue mini kits. And then the achievement cleanup, which will probably be somewhere between 5 and 10 videos, and then the character purchase and Red Brick live stream, which we will do. I just wanted to remind you guys, we will do. I know this is a super old game, and it's gonna be weird and different than how it is in today, and probably not nearly as many characters. Probably slaughter some names and some whatevers, but it'll be fun. So we will have a live stream for that. But there's still like 50 plus videos coming for that, and there's already at least 50 or 60 up there. So it's trickling along. And again, this series was done because of viewer request and because there's really nothing else going on. We do have another guide that's being written right now. I think I mentioned that already. I don't want to release the name of the game yet. And we actually have another game that's lined up right behind that. And I can tell you this, that the plans are not all Lego. The future of Happy Thumbs does have some other stuff in it. Some's going to be a little bit, growner, and some of it'll be similar to Lego. We've actually got another series that we're going to check out that I believe only has one title, but we'll find out once we get a little further. So, anybody out there watching the Lego Star Wars stuff? Like, did any of you go back and replay this? Maybe you didn't finish it. And would you like to see me? I'm curious. I never finished Lego Star Wars 3. Doug did the guide and the videos. Well, he basically made his own guide and then never published it to the site and then made videos for it. So we were kind of not really doing guides fully yet when he covered that. So there's videos that are out there for the series, and most people have done it years ago. I've always wondered if it would be too confusing having a live stream of me playing versus, like, if somebody searches it up, are they going to find that and go, oh, this isn't helpful, I want something else? I don't know if you sound like that or not, but I'm just saying, like, sorry, I don't know. That seemed like a old lady from Brooklyn or something. I don't know why I even chose a lady or Brooklyn, but it just seemed appropriate. So yeah, let's see here. Real quick too, we got Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go live. We haven't really changed that. We've talked about it in the past. We're always live on the YouTubes as well as the Twitches. Twitch has just been dead. As soon as I say that, Paz says, hello, what's up, Paz? How are you doing? So, like I said, we've been doing things over here too. I know most of you prefer the YouTube side because most of you, that's where you found us, that's where you know us from, blah 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 blah. But yeah, so but of course we also have HappyThumbsGaming TV, which I actually posted something on our community page for Happy Thumbs this week, and ironically we gained like 50 something subs. So it turns out there are a ton of people that still don't know that this channel exists. So I feel like I'm just super repetitive over and over and over and over and over talking about it. But realistically, like, there's still like 100,000 plus people that subscribe to me that don't know I have a second channel. So, you know, and as time goes on, you know, Paz, you're probably going to see Paz over there doing some streams. You know, he's been doing a lot of test and tuning this week on his own channel. So if you guys are interested in checking him out, you know, listen, Minecraft might make it somewhere at some point because Paz is going to drive. We'll see what happens. We got lots of things, like I said, we got lots of things that are, you know, potentially going to happen, but nothing is for sure. And the Minecraft stuff would definitely not happen on an HTG TV, not routinely. It would be like maybe a here and there thing, but maybe to get Paz going. So check us out on Twitch TV/HappyThumbsGaming, and of course, you know, don't forget about the YouTubes as well. So what's up, everybody? How's everyone's Halloween going? We got a handful of you coming and going. Harry dropped a super chat, which was super generous and awesome. Gray was the first one here. I'm just going back through the chat on YouTube real quick. Brian was shortly after that. Paige looks like the third Z's. And Karate Joe, what is up? He says you need to find one that's showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's actually a good idea. If you've never seen it, Halloween's a good time to see it. It is a little, I don't want to say adultish, but I mean, it's definitely not a younger show, right? Like there's, I guess, multiple versions. I've seen like live Broadway type stuff, and I've also seen like the movie. They're both good. I've seen some twists on it though too. Don't forget to stay hydrated. So let's see here. Loki. Oh, Simon was here. Hey, Simon, I was talking about you earlier today in stream. We were talking about, you know, how awesome it would be to have people all over the globe, you know, writing guides, and how someone like you, who lives in, you know, basically a place where it's a day ahead of me, right? Like, I mean, you're basically a day ahead of me. So, and I think that's how it works. Like, do you guys actually have Tuesday releases over there, or is it Wednesday releases? So you get the game at the same time as us. I wonder if that's how they offset it. I've always just assumed that you guys also have Tuesday game releases, and that, you know, we get it like, you know, 24 hours later or whatever. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Connie was here. Matt made an appearance. What's up, Matt? You still out there? We see Matt and we see a couple show up right as the stream starts, and then disappear shortly after. Kirsten was also here. Loki. We had Charlan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Charlan was here, or maybe still here. Scrolling. And Leonardo, what is up, my dude? Nice. I've helped in a lot of LEGO games. That's awesome. Super stoked that we were able to help out. Hopefully we can do that in the future too. Skywalker Saga sounds like it's going to be super cool. It's The Force Awakens squared plus the 8 other episodes. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, listen, it's going to take me a tremendous amount of time to complete that game. Like, once we get our hands on it, it's going to take me forever. As far as the, you know, guide goes, we're hoping to get that up. You know, it's possible we're going to have multiple people working on it. I know that right now, as it sits, for sure, Gary is going to be taking it head on. I haven't really talked to Tyler or Nick about it. You know, of course, I will be playing and contributing anything I can, but really my focus will be on doing story videos. Now, let me ask you guys this, too. How important is the story video portion of our formula to you guys at this point? Do you guys still... I mean, view-wise for us, it looks like free play is way more important to you. A lot of time goes into those story editing, and I could legit play... I mean, and that was kind of the thing, too. So basically the story mode, when we did that, was so that we would buy ourselves some time. It was so that I would buy myself some time so the guide writer would have time to get all the collectibles. Really, the guide writer just simply needs to be 2 free play and 1 level ahead of me. That's all the guide writer really technically needs to be. Because, I mean, I don't need information for 10 levels out when I'm only... Not usually. There are some specifics that sometimes play out that way, like when the red brick will be found, or, you know, certain tasks or whatever. But ultimately, you know, just gotta stay at... So I mean, maybe... I thought about not doing the story for the complete saga. I thought about just not doing it. But that, when I asked about it, everyone's like, no, do the story! So I did the story. I just don't know what you guys think about that. Like, if that's something that you'd want to see removed, because it could potentially speed up the process. I mean, you know, so think about it like this. I mean, if there's 45 story levels that I got to get through before I can even get to any collectibles, that's insane. You know, let me think about that. 45 levels. So how long is it going to take me to get through 45 levels? You guys are going to be through 45 levels way faster than me because you're not going to have to, you know, edit, cut audio for those videos, however long. Hopefully they're short. Hopefully like 15 minutes long. Hopefully they're not all 30 to 50 minutes long. That would be a nightmare. If they're 15 minutes long, I could probably bang out 2 a day. I could probably get 2, maybe 3 a day out. And I'm gonna really try to go hard. Like right now, I'm on vacation with Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Like I'm totally taking my time. That was always the point. Always the point. So when Lego Skywalker Saga comes out, we're definitely gonna be going a lot faster on that, and I look forward to it. Like I'm excited. You know, I'm gonna rewatch all the movies yet again. I mean, I've seen them tons. I'm gonna try to brush up on all my stuff. You know, I'm hopefully gonna attend a couple of Star Wars conventions. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I definitely am gonna try to get my knowledge. I'm gonna get learned as good as possible. Yeah. Let's see here, scrolling down. I haven't finished yet. Dark Side, what is up? Let's see here. Who else is here? Loki's still here. That's awesome. Lego Worlds is so much better, even better graphics than Lego Movies here. I would agree with that. Lego Worlds, Lego Movie 2 was kind of a. Listen, a lot of people put a lot of time into that. I don't want to call it a hack job. I almost just called it a hack job. It was an experiment, and I don't know that they got the response that they were hoping for. So, you know, would you guys like to see more Lego Worlds? I have it. So does Gary. We could play that till the cows come home. There's lots of stuff to do. I think. I know that for a while there was an issue with some DLC or an update that like was crashing people's games. I don't want to do that. Yeah. Let's see here. I use vids a lot. Pumpkin is great. Nice. Let's see here. Is that bear a ghost? Kind of. It's kind of like a werewolf, bear wolf, something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I found it last year. I made his eyes glow green, and then I kind of had him pop up from behind, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of a hack job. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Yes. Oh, let's see here. What's up, D? Chittenden? Hello. Free play. Don't need story. So live stream when you post the live stream. Let's see. Story is simple. The game guides you through it. Sometimes. There are plenty of times that people have no idea. You'd be surprised how many comments I get on story. They're like, oh man, I didn't know that you had to use the, you know, Leviosa or, you know, the Force or whatever on that. Like I couldn't tell. Like you'd honestly be surprised. That's why I wonder. And then of course, you know, I like showcasing the cutscenes. Like that was kind of the other purpose of it. So buying time for the guide writer and the free play videos, and also just to kind of showcase the story. You know, I see a lot of videos where like people will take all of the story, right? Like the entire story bits, remove all of the gameplay and just butt up the story. So it's nothing but cutscenes. And it's like, you know, anywhere from 10 minutes to 40 minutes long. I see hundreds of thousands of millions of views on those. And when I do them, I get like 10 views. It's so weird. So like, I have a hard time trying to figure out what you guys really want. And I know that, you know, what the people want that are in the stream is going to be different than like the other 100,000 people who have subscribed. So it's like, it's tough to try to, you know, it's tough. Let's see here. I'm getting a lot of, I like stories. Story's good. Let's see here. Brian, I've got a game request for you. Well, I bet you I know what it is, Paige. Is it Jump Force? Is it Jump Force? Let's see here. Not really, but following through the story and be helpful depending on what game it is. Yeah, so I mean, still, it's definitely mixed stuff, you know. I think it's because you aren't popular. Wow. Play better games. LOL. So here's the thing. When new games come out that are like AAA, big time sellers, awesome. We've totally tried that. Like Uncharted 4, when Uncharted 4 came out, I was doing these awesome, what I thought to be awesome videos on all of the collectibles, and I was doing it in a way that was really tough and time consuming on me, but I was doing it and I was really happy with the way that, and I still to this day, I don't think any of them have 100 views on them. Like, so I just don't know what it is. Jump Force, ha ha ha, a mind reader. You know, I have no idea. Like, I mean, I feel like honestly, if I played Minecraft, I feel like I'd have more viewers than I ever had before, and that's what makes no sense to me. Like the games that I don't think would succeed, or that are old or not fresh or played out, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I'd have way more viewers playing Minecraft than I would anything else. And I just don't understand why. But I don't know. But then again, I'll play Minecraft and then I won't get anything. So I have no idea. Let's see here. Yeah, see, I mean, there's definitely some mixed emotions. A lot of people are saying that the story videos are worth the time. And although they don't get the views and stuff, you know, I'm not against doing them. And that formula has been here for 7 or 8 years, and I don't see any need to really change it unless you guys really just were like, forget about it. Let's see here. There are achievements in Minecraft. So yeah, there are. I've talked about doing some of that. We had Reese working on a room. We had everything basically ready for. There's like 2 or 4 trophies that are kind of time based or are not immediate. So Reese got everything else lined up, and we were gonna like try to have like a stream and achieve a platinum in one stream. I've played like a 4-hour session, and that's it. Like I've never, and I just can't. I don't know. I have a hard time with it. But it you know, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be, you know, a listener. I'm trying to be somebody who is willing to try new things and go outside my box. That was something that somebody recently, I won't say aggressively, but like honestly, they like slapped me in the face with some honesty, and it was like, you know, like the wording was pretty much like, dude, that Grand Theft Auto thing scared you so bad, you won't do anything. And I was like, huh, how dare you say something like that to me? And then I thought about it, and I was like, he's right. He's right. If you're out there, you know who you are. If you're listening, you were right. You know, so hopefully hopefully there's some change that's been noticed, right? Like I'm trying to improve with that. So, hold on. Excuse the loud. I'm opening another soda. All right. Yeah, I try to be clear. I definitely put a lot of time and ask the guide writers, Doug, Tyler, Gary. When they're writing a guide, I am their worst enemy, because I'm like, when you say left of the box, did you mean like left side of the box or like left side of the, you know, like that was a bad example, but you know, I'm totally repetitive. I have so many questions. A lot of the times it'll read something and like, you know, sometimes it'll be really literal, and I'll be like, did you mean that literally, or did you mean like, you know? And so like, there's a lot of questions. So I put a lot of time in that. I always try to research things too. Like honestly, I don't have any notes right now because I haven't cut any videos in the last couple days. But I mean, I usually write down like, you know, if I forget the name of like a certain type of soldier or a vehicle or something, I'll write it down. Like I try to be informable, right? I try to be somebody who knows how to say things, which I've struggled with miserably, but also provide like the information so that, you know, you guys can get learned too. Let's see here. I just don't know if Brian likes fighting him. Yeah, I'm you know, I've never been a button masher guy. Like I start going and going and going, and before I know it, like I've got like one level done and I'm totally sweating. You know, same with the Wii, like up and moving around, like for the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this is so cool. And then I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm done. I'm going to go play PlayStation, you know, like, and that's kind of why I don't play VR too. I mean, I do have like the whole motion sick thing, but, no. And Robert, there's some possibilities of GTA happening. I don't want to say too much, but like, you know, we've been talking. There's definitely some RP possibilities. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, you never know. Sky's the limit. And I am going to. I don't know if it'll be this weekend, but really soon I am gonna sit down and I'm gonna take a Dramamine. That's right, old Grandpa Brian is gonna try to take some anti-nausea medication and try and play the VR and see if that changes anything. Because I don't know if it's like a sensory thing, like for me, like just knowing and moving around or whatever. Yeah, possibly, Robert, possibly. Or if it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. So somebody suggested that I take Dramamine, and I said, why would I do that? Well, if they're right, it might open the door up to some other games. Like listen. I want to share. It'll probably be on the mature channel because I will probably be cussing like a sailor when it happens. You guys know you guys know I don't do well with heights, right? Like falling and stuff. Like I don't do well with heights. You guys know that. So here's the thing. That Iron Man game's coming out soon. I think it's like February, maybe even sooner. Bruh, that looks like legit fun. I want to play that. So yes, and Five Nights at Freddy's, VR, think about like, Job Simulator, like stupid stuff too, the fun, goofy stuff. Like I want to do all of that, but I can't because of, I guess my I don't know if it's not my anxiety, it's more my nausea. Brianism, write it down. Let's see here. If Brian does both, maybe more people will watch and subscribe. So yeah, there's always the, a lot of people always ask, like, well, why don't you do all of it? Why don't you do this? How come you don't do this? There are not enough hours in the day, unfortunately, for me to do all the stuff that I'd like to do. Does that mean we get a body cam or are you using PSVR? It is PSVR, and there would be definitely, maybe multiple cams. I mean, I've got 2 cameras right here, and I've got the possibility of a third. So, I mean, I don't know that would... I mean, it might be fun to have one, like, looking straight down at me so you can kind of see what I'm doing from up there, and, like, maybe one coming from the side so you can see, and then, of course, the face camera, so when I talk to you, I can at least, like, even though I have the mask on, I can at least kind of address you or whatever. I mean, they're all possibilities. Just try RE7 VR. It's nice. Listen, I'm not against stuff like that either. Like, if you want to see me, like, if you want to see a grown man cry, yeah, VR RE7. Yeah, that's like, and I don't consider myself a wuss, but I get a good scream going. I do. I won't try to deny it. So yeah, real quick. Before we're chatting it up, we're having a good time, everything's great. I do want to do one last thing before we get too far off topic here, and that's, we've already kind of talked about it a little bit, but I just want to acknowledge, like, all the people on Patreon. If you haven't already checked it out, please do. If you have suggestions about something you'd like to see over at patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming, like if there's something maybe you want. And I don't know how this would work. I don't know what the best way to do it. A lot of people suggest this, but I mean, maybe you want to like have a reserved spot in Apex, and maybe like, twice a month or two people a month can get into a tier, or I don't know how to do it, and I don't know what the appropriate support would be. Like it's weird for me to think of stuff like that, like pay to play with me. Like that seems so weird, so, but I mean, if you guys have suggestions, there are some really cool things coming that like I didn't even get into this. Listen, I'll give you guys a preview since you guys are awesome and hanging out here. Some of you have seen this already because we're friends on Facebook. Some of you have no clue and have no idea. Now you're gonna get a preview right now. And you're also going to get to see what my wife did to my phone the other day. She basically destroyed my phone's cover. My phone is still 100% legit, but my cover is destroyed. So I think some of you guys have seen this. Some of you have not. But, like, we got stuff coming. Like, we've got... Like, I know you hear me say that, but I'm legit not lying. Like, see that right there? It's probably kind of hard to see. But what that is right there is an acrylic 3D light/lamp. So it's about a 1/2 inch thick. It's about this tall, and it's got Thumby on it, as you could see. And on the base, there's a light, and the light shines up, and it illuminates. It's pretty cool. You're gonna see some of those for giveaways, and they will make it to our. They will make it to our merch store too once the website returns. Price point, I don't know yet, but we've got all sorts of stuff. We got magnets, we got new stickers, we got even wood stuff, wood stickers, like we got a bunch of stuff that you're gonna see. Most of you will be like, I don't want none of that. But when you see it for giveaways, you're gonna be like, oh, I want some of that. So that stuff's all coming. And we're going to get to that. So that stuff's also going to be part of the Patreon tier. So there's going to be some kind of like, you know, perks. I don't know what you want to call them, but like actual like hard goods, if you will. But yeah, so there are a ton of you, a handful of you, that already support us on Patreon, and I can't thank you guys enough. We have a $5 tier that actually gets your name. Anybody at the $5 or up tier gets your name displayed on our monthly game break. Bam! And here is a list of those supporters right now. Now, some of these people are actually even higher than that at $10. And at the $10, you actually get your name shouted out. So some of you have asked me, you know, I get countless questions. Hey, shout me out, do this. You guys want a shout out for real? And you want one for sure? You want your channel shouted out, something like that? $5 gets you on screen, $10 gets the verbal. And of course, you know, we don't have a ton of exposure, but as time goes on, more and more people see it. And you know, it's kind of fun to be involved with our videos, and we really appreciate the support. So, you know, we're going to be revamping some of that stuff and changing it once we get our new merchandise. But one more time. Let's just one more time. Let's give a quick hand to our $5 and up. I'm trying to get my applause here. There we go. Golf clap. Yay. So seriously, like these guys make a difference every single month. So big shout out to them. Now, some of those names are going to get hollered out right now. Holla, 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 holla. All right, there we go. All right, and yeah, next time you see me, maybe not next time you see me, but soon, this is all going to go. People keep asking me, like, oh, are you not shaving for No Shave November? No, I don't do that. I'm just lazy, and, like, my skin's, like, totally, like, on fire right now. Like, it needs to be shaved. It's so weird. Like, I can't shave every day because it's like Gary O says his hair is on fire. Like, that's like my face. Like, if I shave every day, major fire, crazy reactions, bad news. But if I go more than like, you know, a couple days, then it's like, it's bad. So I'll be shaving soon. Let's see here. What's going on in the chat? I can't wait to tell Jedi Fallen Order. Yes, that is going to be fun. We will definitely be playing some of that. Depending on how the trophy achievement list is, we're definitely going to look into some of that as well. But, yes, November 15th. That's only 2 weeks away. OMG. All right. These are the $10 and up supporters on Patreon. They are in no specific order. In fact, I actually mixed them up this week. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. You know, when you have a list and you go from top to bottom, it's so easy not to miss somebody. But when you're like randomly plucking out the names from a list and you're like, Macarena. I don't know how I ended up doing that, but anyways. All right, let me take a quick drink, wet the whistle before I... Gotta love that raspberry bubbly. Well, I'm a raspberry dude. I already took down one of these. And I had a raspberry yerba earlier, too. I don't know where it went, but it's over there somewhere. Anyways, $10 and up Patreon supporters. Thank you so much. Douglas Roar! You guys know him as Dougie Fresh. He has been a longtime provider of help for us. And, you know, being a Patreon supporter certainly helps as well. So, continuing the dream, at least in some shape or form, certainly contributing to Happy Thumbs. Appreciate that. Next up, we got Bonnie Miller. What's up, Bonnie? Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate all that you do for us behind the scenes. And you know what I'm talking about. You always hook us up. You're taking care of us financially right now. I know we don't see a lot of you on the live streams anymore, but that's okay. Am I still playing Lego Tower? Not currently. I have it on my phone. I haven't played it in a while. It's been a minute. Let's see here. Next up, we got Michael Kersberg. Michael was actually, was it yesterday? Michael jumped into one of the live streams. We don't see him a lot due to the time difference and stuff going on. Obviously, real life first, but it was nice to see him pop in and say, hey. Let's see here. As in no way to cheat, no pay to play type stuff. All right, gotcha. Next up, we got Celine Olsen. Celine actually was a Patreon supporter, and I know I've talked about this every month, but last year I fell short on a few months. Didn't actually do game breaks. Like, life was tough. You know, I've made sure to make sure that every month I get one out. I make one. It happens. So, but I wanted to make sure, I wanted to make good on the months. In fact, I know I've gone above and beyond, but I told her I would do it all year long. So hopefully if Celine's watching this, she's getting to see her name shouted out. And, you know, maybe I've gained a little trust and we can get her back on the Patreon support. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we got April White. Happy Halloween, April. Thank you so much for your support. You know, we had novels that we sent back and forth not long ago. Hopefully you got mine. I know I wrote. Sometimes I wonder if like you're still reading it. Like, I feel like, oh my gosh, I gave her like 7 months worth of homework to read. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. And I'd love to hear from you, and Bonnie too. You know, some of my viewers, you know, we have a little pen pal stuff going on, so it's kind of cool. You know, we share all sorts of. It's kind of like almost like therapy for me. I get to like tell stories, and I get feedback, and it's actually really cool. Next up, last but not least, we saw him already today dropping a super chat. You guys know him as, well, some of you know him as Harry Potter, some of you know him as Andrew, some of you know him as the man behind the camera. Thank you so much to Andrew Hosted. Much love to all of our Patreon supporters. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I will make up for it. I'll do like 7 cartwheels, and I'll puke in a bucket, and then I'll freeze the bucket and do something weird with that. I don't know what I do, but like, I don't know. I'd say feed it to Drex, but that's totally mean and wrong. That's just what happened. Live's bad. I can't think live. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Brian, Peter's here for you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, moving along. Bad jokes aside, that's all I really got for this week. So I'm down to hang out. Connie, I know, it was bad. I was just trying to come up with something super random and like embarrassing, right? Like me doing cartwheels, super embarrassing, and the cartwheels would definitely lead to vomit. So it was just like, you know, the domino effect. And anyways, anybody got any questions? Any last minute anything? I was trying to keep it right about an hour, and it looks like I might be able to hit that mark. It's actually pretty awesome. Reese has got a big party he's going to tonight. My wife is staying late at work doing a trunk or treat deal at her school. And Drex and I are just going to turn out the lights. No candy being served here. No candy list. What? Weren't you listening? No, nobody was listening. Hopefully everyone's ears were plugged. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. Hey, did you guys see we got a win on Apex today? Yeah, we did it. We did it. Season 3 has not been a complete failure. Brian saved the mature stuff for HTG TV. Mature? The cartwheels mature? I don't know. They might be. They could be. I don't know if. Yeah. Nobody wants to see me doing cartwheels, anyways. All right, guys. No questions coming in. This is actually like it seems. How's the quality out there? Do you guys see any quality difference at all? Has there been any buffering, any weirdness, anything? Everything been good? Like GUD good? I mean, if so, maybe I'll just rock this all the time. Because this would definitely be easier for interactions. Because it's not so like let me try something. Let's see how long it takes to. So I'm gonna hold up my finger in a second, then I'm gonna watch the counter and see how long it takes. Here we go. Boom. So I right at the 53. All right. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. Okay, so it's 9 seconds. That's actually quite a bit better than like 30 seconds, right? That's actually not bad. I said the P word, puke. What? I don't know. Whatever P word I said, my bad. It looks great. So quality's good. Okay, so I will keep it on this setting. And hopefully the gameplay won't be affected by that at all. One. All right, so yeah. Unless you guys got some last minute somethings. Anybody? Will I play Spider-Man? That is actually a good question. Very possible. I'm gonna have to look. I wonder if. So like I struggle with that one because like part of me wants to do a guide for it. Part of me wants to just stream and play it. I know there's a lot to it, and I don't know. I haven't even looked at the trophy list to be honest. Hey, you know what? For the sake of Nick's jokes, let's go ahead. I you know, I did come dressed. I came dressed as an astronaut. So I know that some people really, really would like to be an astronaut. But I went full force. I even brought like the little ship to fly around behind me and stuff. And you know, I can quickly switch too because I can go full fledged like demon. You know, I got all sorts of stuff. You know, and you know since it's Halloween and all, might rock a witch, right? You know, Jack and Daxter, you know, that's certainly another possibility as well. I don't know. Like, those games are so old. Like, I could see us maybe doing a stream, perhaps. I don't know that we will do any kind of, like, guides for them, though. This was my nickname in high school, Paper Bag. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Nick, I don't know if you caught it or not, but dude, it happened, broski. It happened. We got a win on stream today. It happened. Right after you left, my dude. Right after. It was, I believe, the second game. Ooh, it's kitty attack. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, so we're not cursed. Like, we will get more as we continue to get good. So, that's fun, right? Totally fun. All right, yeah. Nobody else has nothing? We've had, we had the meow attack. Let's have the dog attack now. Rufus. Rufus. That's so silly. These face masks are not as cool. Ooh, mutton chops. Mutton chops. Let's go. Let's go. I told you I wasn't going to shave for November. Actually, I'm going to shave, but your exclamations. Yep. All right. Well, oh to the yeah. Whoa. What's wowing? My mutton chops. Let's see here. One last. Let's do one last. What else do I got here? A lot of Christmas-based stuff like mistletoe, ice elf, jingle bell earrings, gingerbread battle, excited Xmas kid, bundled up, the Yeti, Treebeard, Nutcracker, reindeer costume, coal delivery, Santa, Cupid, flower crown. All right, now we're getting into like, this is like Valentine's Day stuffs. I got chops. You do, don't you, Paz? Ooh, panda snuggles. Panda snuggles are good. Ooh, panda snuggles. Ooh. Oh, that's terrible. I'm feeling a little salty. Is that salt or dandruff? I don't know. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So, definitely, I busted out some costumes for you guys. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did. But yeah, all right, guys, that is going to do it. Tomorrow we will be back for another Easy Platinum installment. And then who knows, as it'll be a quickie, I will probably do a bonus stream of some Apex or something. We might, I don't know what we'll play. Maybe some Payday. Maybe some Payday. Gray, we might have to do some Payday. We'll have to check in and see. I don't know. No promises. But maybe some Payday. Oh, to the yeah. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, though. Hope to see you in the morning. If you're watching this later, don't forget to smash that like button. I guess it doesn't matter when you're watching it. Don't forget to smash that like button. And, of course, make sure you subscribe, too. I know there was an overlap there, but don't worry about that. Just make sure that bell's rang. Ding! All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. Hopefully this will work. This is the first time I've pushed my going away button, so let's see if it works. Ah, it doesn't work. All right, give me a second. I got to figure. All right, here I got to say. Oh, here we go. Sometimes it's really easy to once it's there, to program it to the button is pretty easy. Sometimes I forget to do that though, so my bad. Put the potato costume back on. There. Nick, you're gonna make me go away. Is this better, Nick? Is this better for you? Bad Nicky Poo. I'm just kidding. It's not really that bad. All right, though. For realsies? For real. Sono, what's up, Michael? You were here. You've been here, right? I think I sent you earlier. All right, everybody. For realsies, though, I am out of here. Don't forget to check us out on social media. Those links can be found down below now that my button is working. And of course, yeah, tomorrow. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow. Easy Platinums tomorrow. It's only a day away.